Good afternoon, gentlemen, ladies. Apologies. This is a very, very busy day for us. For me, particularly in the Senate, these are busy days. We're trying to rush the budget, and this is the last day I can conduct public hearings unless it's a bicameral conference committee report, because we're rushing the budget so we don't have to have a reenacted budget next year. So apologies. This is my third hearing today. I finished 2 hearings already today. And we don't have much time because I have to vacate the premises at the latest by 2:45 so we can conduct the regular session. So I apologize for any of your inconvenience, but hopefully this will be the last hearing, and I want it to be the last hearing. We just have to tie up some loose ends. Director General, can you please acknowledge who are the guests today?
Mr. Chair, if I may proceed. Currently present are from the Bureau of Customs, Commissioner Ray Leonardo B. Guerrero.
Thank you.
And also former Commissioner Isidro La Peña. We also have Attorney Maria Lourdes B. Mangawang, Director Jeffrey Tasio, Mr. Jimmy Guban, Mr. Gorgonio Necesario, Mr. John Mar Morales, Mr. Manuel Noli Martinez, and Mr. Adzar A. Albani. From the Bureau of Internal Revenue, we have a representative of the Commissioner, Director Roberto Baquiran. From the Philippine National Police, we have Senior Inspector Lito Perote. From the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, we have the Director General, Aaron N. Aquino. We have Mr. Orlando Bagave, Chief SIU MICP, and Mr. Ryan Reyes, Chief SIU Port of Manila. From the Anti-Money Laundering Council, we have Attorney Mel Georgie Rosella, Executive Director of the AMLC. From the Manila Economic and Cultural Office, we have representatives Ambassador Raul Rabe and Attorney Eddie U. Tamondong. From the Manila International Container Port, Attorney Vener Baquiran, District Collector. From Banco de Oro, Ms. Priscilla Denise D. Tan. From Benline Agencies Philippines, Mr. Zach Asperas and Mr. Alex Padlan. And from SMYD Trading, Ms. Marina de la Cruz Signapan. We also have Ms. Virginia Valiente, Ms. Vicenta Cantemprate, Ms. Emeline Lukingan, Mr. Joel Maritana, Ms. Miguela Meg Santos, and Maria Lagrimas Katipan. Yes, sir. And Mr. Vedasto Barakel. Sir.
Administered their oaths. Some people have not been.
For those who are here for the first time, kindly stand and raise your right hand.
AMLA, Raul, anybody else? All right.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you. You may take your seats.
Let the record state that Attorney Roberto Baquiran of the BIR, Ambassador Raul Rabe, and I'm very, very happy to have you here, Raul. Very, very respected ambassador par excellence. And Eddie Tamundong? Yes. You've been under oath already, no, Emily? Yes. Oh, see ya. Okay. Thank you very much for all coming here today. Ito ba na, itong dalawa na, okay. Nag-uta ito, Rudy?
Yes, sir. It's not their first time.
All right. Just for starters, number one, I'm happy that the AMLA is finally here. Thank you very much. And they have submitted documents here which are pertinent to the investigation. I don't know why we have to do it this way, but I would appreciate it very much. We are a very impartial investigative committee. Blue Ribbon is a very, very senior position in the Senate, and you must respect that because we can do things here motu proprio. And I don't have to tell you that because we're not here to say we're powerful. We just want to go to the bottom of the truth. So we are not going to take any reticence to appear here, especially when there is a valid reason so to do. We will not accept that. Thank yourself because I was going to put you in contempt already. Anyway, also would like to thank Commissioner Guerrero and Secretary La Peña for coming here. I told Secretary La Peña that he's not needed here, but there's just one question that I got snagged on that I have to hear. I'm glad General Aquino is finally here. So we shall now proceed with the hearing. I hope this will be a quick one. So please answer as forthrightly as you can, as quickly as we can. I will give General Aquino first because the picture of a picture was sent to me and I put it here. I flashed it here on the board. I found it disturbing, and that there was no malintent in focusing that picture, but public has got to make sure that you are beyond reproach, and we have to go on to transparency. Please do not show that slide first. Do not show the slide first. And therefore, I will give General Aquino a chance to explain. Go ahead, please. I will no longer, but you know what I'm talking about, this picture. All right, thank you. I don't have to put it there anymore. Huh? Oh, it's there. Sorry. Okay, take it out, though. Excuse me, just a moment. I think there's something wrong. I don't think it's your voice, but the microphone. Paige, take a look. Quickly, please. Do it smartly. There's something wrong with the connection here. While you're fixing it, I will go to another group here. Okay na? Can you try it again, General?
Mic test.
Oh, better. Thank you.
So the picture was taken September 3 this year. The occasion is the birthday of Director Fajardo. It was held in a gymnasium in PDEA premises. It was actually lunchtime, sir, and I was invited to be present on that particular occasion. Sa totoo lang, sir, during that time, wala pang nakakaalam. September 3, wala pang nakakaalam yung involvement ni Fajardo, ni Asierto, and Guban on that particular smuggling on MICP and GMA. It was only known September 13 on the involvement of the three. In fact, I had a meeting with the top intelligence unit on that particular day, September 13, and we discussed on the involvement of the three. And they were able to present me in a briefing, in a brief presentation on how the three were involved. And after that meeting, September 13, September 14, I already relieved Director Fajardo.
When exactly?
Sir?
When exactly was he relieved?
September 14, sir, 2018.
Why?
Because I already confirmed and validate that the three are involved in illegal drugs. In the illegal drugs.
And what led you to
shipment.
that conclusion, sir?
Sir, meron na akong parang doubts about Director Fajardo, about his involvement during that time. And a top intelligence officer, I called in top intelligence, ako pala sir ang tumawag, on September 9. And from there, sir, sinabi niya, mag-meet kami at ipapaliwanag niya on how the three were involved in the smuggling, particularly dyan sa MICP and GMA.
And that is on September 9.
Sir?
The intelligence you got was on September 9.
Yes, sir.
You cannot reveal your source, of course.
I don't want to reveal, sir.
All right.
And then we had a meeting on September 13, sir.
All right.
And doon ko, sir, na-validate na indeed itong tatlo ay involved.
All right.
In fact, doon nag-emanate, sir, yung drug matrix na pinipakita ng presidente natin.
Right.
So, a day after that, nirelieve ko, sir, si Pajardo. So, kung sino man ang nagpalabas ng picture na yan, it was given, it was published just to destroy my reputation, to destroy the image of PIDEA. In fact, yung international counterparts namin, sir, present then during that party. I don't want to name names. Even the top officers of anti-illegal drugs units, law enforcement agencies are also present on that particular occasion. So I was there acting in good faith.
Yes. You relieved him on the 13th.
I relieved him on September 14, sir.
I'm just trying to find out from them how many hearings we had between September 9 and the executive session when we had Guman here, when I held him in contempt. Can you find out right away, please? The reason I asked that General Pajardo, as you may surmise, is that we were not told that she has been relieved, and yet he had been coming here. Di ba? Did you know when he was relieved? Did you know if Pajardo was relieved? He was close to you, right?
Yes, sir. Pero nandito po siya lagi po, sir, sa hearing.
Sorry?
Umatin po siya po lagi, sir, sa hearing.
Umattend pa siya rito. Nobody ever told the committee that he had been relieved. I just wanted to point out that point, that very important matter. Because we should have been told that he has been relieved. As it was, I had to find out from the testimony of Mr. Guban, who is now under witness protection by the Department of Justice, that he was indeed involved. And there are many reasons for that. He was not even there, in spite of the fact that he knew that the drugs were going to be taken or opened. Instead of opening that, and he would have reported it to the president. No self-respecting drug agent would discover about 3.5 billion pesos worth of drugs in MITC, right?
Yes, sir. That's 355 kilos, sir.
And if that was the case, if I were, and I'm just thinking for myself, I would be there pointing to the fact that we caught these people with these drugs, and he would have reported directly to the president, who is a very big war against drugs. Would you think that would be sensible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but he did not. He left. He allegedly left because he had to go to Camelot.
That's right, sir.
So I'm a bit disappointed insofar as that is concerned, that we only found out, and we had to find out ourselves, that he had already been relieved. Nonetheless, he's out of the service. In the same manner that, is it not true that Colonel Asierto was relieved or was dismissed on August the 13th?
Maybe the PNP can answer that, sir.
Sorry?
Maybe the PNP can answer that, sir.
PNP? Sila? Sir? No, the PNP is not here, but I've been informed that the ombudsman removed him August 13. And that was on testimony here. So that's why I have it. Can you please discipline that telephone of yours? Otherwise, I'll confiscate it and give it to the PIDEA. Levity aside, these were two people involved in this drug heist, and I'm glad that you discovered, or claimed to have discovered, that they were dirty. Now, let me go on another point here insofar as these people are concerned. So he found out September 13, he was removed. Asherto was removed a month before he found out about Fajardo. So that's 1 month apart. And of course, the picture came out here, which is not very flattering to anybody, but I had to do that, and I don't have to defend my showing the picture here because this is an investigation, very transparent, very open, and that's why I gave you the opportunity to. And I appreciate your coming to the office and explaining this.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, for additionally, Director Fajardo is now resigned from PIDEA effective November 30.
Resigned or fired?
He filed a revocable resignation, sir.
Yeah, but I thought you fired him.
Uh,
Relieved or fired?
I relieved him from the present position as the Deputy Director General for Administration on September 13. But he tendered his resignation effective November 30 from PIDEA, sir.
November 30, he
30,
submitted.
sir. 30, November
Yeah, 30,
30.
that's what I said.
Yes, sir.
30, he irrevocably resigned. Now, my next question is, two questions actually. How did you manage to make him your administrative? I mean, I would imagine that you would vet all the appointees of people around you, which is something I've already said to Commissioner La Peña during his time. You have to vet the people around you, and I'm already saying it also to Customs Commissioner Guerrero now. How come he got as close as that? It's almost like that spy of Israel in Iraq who was very high in the hierarchy and was able to give information to everybody in Israel at the time.
So during that time, he's the Regional Director of the NCR of PIDEA, when concurrently I assigned him as the Deputy Director General for Administration as officer in charge.
Did you think he was doing a good job at that time?
Yes, sir. Except that there are some, there are some informations, especially sa mga service directors ko, na kumakalat sa PIDEA that somehow Director Fajardo is doing some illegal activities.
Well, that's part for the course.
But
With
I'm not knowledgeable on that, sir.
with all due respect to ang Provinciano and to General Albayalde, sometimes the reputation of certain police operatives or units are always questioned. And you know that as a policeman. I know that as a politician. And that is always a problem. That is why we have to do the right things all the time and report it to the public that we're doing the right thing, right? Otherwise, one swallow becomes an entire season. Pag nagkamali kayo, lahat ng ginawa nyo, tatambakan na kayo ng masama, no? So, I suppose you did not vet well. Would you say that?
Yes, sir.
Meaning, tinignan mo mabuti yung mga tao na kapaligid sa'yo.
I'm just waiting for somebody who will tell me to stop designating me as my deputy because of this and this. And besides, sir, he's the most senior
Well,
in my unit.
Let me go to another question. And I've been in government for a long time, and one of the things that they're very hard for me is when I fire somebody, kailangan may kapalit. Ang hirap humanap ng kapalit. Would that be a problem as well?
Yes, sir.
Mahirap humanap palagi ng kapalit.
Mahirap, sir.
Talaga. So, the bench is not that deep in terms of experience, in terms of capability. So, let's put that aside for a moment. But, you know, in the same manner that you have an Asierto na nilagay pa doon sa who was also in drugs, head of the anti-drug unit of the Philippine National Police, not PIDEA, was able to run it for about, he was there for about 18 years, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I was told by him. And yet, nagkaroon siya ng problema during the matter of that Korean slaying in Camp Crame. Crame, di ba? Yung pinatay yung Korean
GHQ, sir.
Kamangiles.
GHQ, sir.
And because of that, he was removed. And I'm saying this because this is again something that I want to reiterate. Na kung magkamisan, nagkamali na yung tao, ilalagay pa sa ibang position, hindi pinapunish. So, the transferring, the bad practice of the PNP, is to say, alright, nagkamali ka, dadalhin kita sa Mindanao. Is that correct? Di ba ginagawa yan?
Yun nga, sir. When you ask somebody from the PNP, there's always somebody who would say something negative about Colonel Asierto. But again, minsan nakakapagtaka, bakit itong tao na ito, kung saan na i-involve o kung saan na napupunta, sir, doon pa rin siya ina-assign.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that. I'm only saying that because as Blue Ribbon, we're supposed to look at malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance. And you know what that means. Those are technical terms. So, ibig sabihin, kung si Asierto, nagkamali na doon sa kwan, hindi na siya binigyan ng command. Nilagay pa siya doon sa firearms, di ba? In which case, nakagawa na naman siya ng mali na nagbenta ng 1,100 AK-47s.
That's right, sir, yung AK-47. And besides, sir, bakit siya nai-involve pa sa operations ng drugs when he's already in the firearms office? So, dapat hindi na, sir.
That is correct. And kulang ata sa supervision ang PNP, and I don't think you can sabihin na wala kami makuha. Dapat, para tumigil ang kalokohan, pag nadali, tanggal. At kasuhan kagad, at pabilis dapat yung kaso, because kung hindi naman siya guilty nun, ma-acquit siya. Pero kung guilty siya, mawawalan kayo ng bad egg. I hold the PNP and our armed forces in high regard, or for that matter, I'm not ready to say everybody in customs is a crook, or for that matter, everybody in PNP or everybody in PDEA is a crook. But I do mind, and I start doubting, like the people of this country, pagka nakikitang gumagawa ng kalokohan, hindi pinapalitan. Dapat tinatanggal. Because sa private sector yan, pag nagnakaw ka, tanggal ka. Ganun rin ang ginagawa ko sa Red Cross, by the way. We're very careful about that reputation, and that's the best way to protect yourself. I'm just citing that because I think there were some flaws in leadership, both in the PNP and to a certain extent, the system is not perfect, and that's why it's so hard to remove somebody, maghanap ka ng kapalit, but that is not an excuse. It is often regarded, and I took ROTC at that time when ROTC was still serious. When you're called to task and you ask, ano rason mo? I'm sorry, sir, I'm guilty. No excuse, sir. Do you remember those words? Di ba sinasabi niya yan sa PMA or the one? No excuse, sir. I will do better next time, sir. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just wanted to point it out as a matter of the course. Now, September 13, tinanggal siya. September 14, I'm sorry, validated September 14, you relieved him. And where did he go after that?
Administrative holding officer of PDEA.
So, nakaparada lang siya doon.
In short, floating, sir.
Floating.
Yes, sir.
Philippine Navy.
That's right, sir.
Floating lang, walang dito matakbo. But nonetheless, he continued to give information to, allegedly, through Guban, allegedly, to the customs, to Tasio. Correct, Mr. Tasio?
We were conducting joint investigation, but with Director Alvarino.
Just answer my question, yes or no?
No, sir.
He was not giving you information?
From Director Fajardo, Your Honor.
Fajardo passes up to Guban. In fact, somebody even said, and I can find that easily, sabihin mo na lang makipagkita siya kay Guban. Si Guban makipagkita kay General Quinto.
I haven't received any information, Your Honor.
Correct? Yeah, I have testimony to that fact. In other words, pag pinabayaan mo yung tao na may tama na, may marka na, bumukol na, nakaka-operate pa siya. Dahil mukhang hindi kumakalat. That is going to be one of my findings. Nirelieve na siya, nakakakilos pa siya. Sa Asierto na, tulad na sinabi ni General Aquino, pumutok na yung kalokohan niya doon sa PNP, nilagay pa siya sa ibang pwesto, nakakulimbat pa siya. At nakakulimbat ulit dito kung talagang totoo lahat yung sinasabi sa kanya. At I have no reason not to doubt it because hindi siya nagpapakita rito. That means, kung maluwag ang sistema, gagawa pa ng lagi madilim yan. That is why, si Guban, ginagamit niya para makipagkita sa inyo, Quinto, right? Kay Quinto, correct?
But I have not met with him, Your Honor.
I know,
Yes,
but
yes.
to your knowledge, di ba, kay Quinto siya nakikipag-usap. Correct ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kay Quinto. Oh.
Opo, Your Honor.
Yan ang utos siya ni Pardo.
Opo, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin, my committee starts finding out kung ano yung flaw. Not necessarily to fix blame, but to fix the problem. Look at the fundamental principles. Pag may nagkamali, tanggal. I-freezer mo siya, paliwanag siya, huwag mo ilagay doon sa pwesto, baka makasagaw pa ng impormasyon, nakakapagpatuloy pa yung kalokohan niya. Now, having said that, let me now go to another point in terms of exhausting this issue. Because of that, Colonel Fajardo, General Aquino, and addressing it also to Customs, nakapagpasok ng drugs na isang container na nahuli sa MICT. That is, pumasok na July 28. June ba o July? June 28. Na binuksan a month and a half later on August 7? 7. See, my memory is still good. Wala pa akong Alzheimer's. August 7, pumasok. Nabuksan niya. In the meantime, nagpasok uli ng droga at ginamit yung SMYD on sa Cavite. July 10, July 10, and by July 14, it was already in Cavite. Right? Everybody agrees with that? General Aquino?
Yes, sir, I agree.
In other words, wala pang 3-4 araw, nakalabas ka agad sa customs yun, dumaan pa sa x-ray, nakalabas yun. At ginamit niya yung SMID na kinontempt natin dahil hindi nagpapakita dito. At may transportation of drugs yan involved. Is that correct? Yung sa Cavite.
Yes, sir.
Importation, transportation of drugs. Now, on the other hand, you have, in the meantime, pumasok ng June 28, you had a month and a half almost na nilalakad nila Asierto na hinahanap yung box containing the drugs. Yun ang palabas nila.
Yes, Your Honor, yung sa MICP.
At ang kasama dyan ay sino-sino? Fajardo?
Yes, sir. Director Pardo, Colonel Asierto.
Sa Colonel Asierto.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ikaw naman, inutusan mo si Gorgonero.
Gorgonio, sir. Kasama po, sir, yung PDEA.
O, inutusan mo siya para hanapin yung mga tinatawag na numero ng box.
Bill number po, sir.
Bill number. In the meantime, pumasok ngayon si Virginia. Apart na hinahanap ninyo, si Virginia pumunta sa custom, sa bell lines. Anong petsa yan, Virginia?
July 11 ho. July 11?
July 11.
Opo.
June 28, dumating yung kargamento. July 11, hinahanap mo yung karga.
Hindi ho. Tanong lang ho, sir. Nagtanong lang po. Nagtanong.
Anong tinanong mo?
Ang,
Kamusta ka na dyan?
hindi ho.
Ano pala?
Sabi po kasi ng manager ko,
Anong tinanong mo?
kung paano daw po ang para export pabalik sa Malaysia nung
O di hinahanap mo nga kung paano ibabalik yung kahon na laman ng droga, ibabalik sa
Malaysia po. Malaysia po.
Malaysia. Alright, July 11.
Opo. Opo.
Alright. Kailan dumating uli sa Cavite? July 10. July 10 dumating yung kargamentong may laman ng droga, ni Aquino, ni General Aquino, at kinampihan ko si General Aquino doon. Lumabas yun, dumating on the 14th. On the 11th, the day after nakalusot na yon, pumunta ka doon. isang araw.
Yun po kasi yung date na umalis ako dun sa Mindoro, 11. Yun po yung date na umalis ako sa Mindoro, 11.
Kailan ka
July
dumating dito?
11. Yun po mismo.
Ang mission mo is paano ibabalik yung
Opo.
kahon na,
Opo.
later on natuklasan na may droga on August 7.
Hindi ko matanda, sir.
Hindi pa rin, hindi na kailangan yan. Basta yun ang nakuha niya. Siguro isulat nyo dyan para malinaw. July 10, pakisulat ka dito, July 10, di ba? July 11.
July 11 ho ako nagluwas.
July 11.
Opo.
Ano yung July 10 na? Bumasok para sa SMYD. Alright? Yung papel. Alright? Saka lahat yan. Pero dumating na, hindi na pumasok. Yung sa SMYD, nadala na sa, pumasok na yon at nakapasok na at nailabas yon on July 14. Sa mga tweet, one day after pumasok yon, General Aquino, inaareglo niya na ibalik yan sa Malaysia. Inaareglo rin nila Guban at ng lahat, kung nasa naro niyan, maaaring ang tangka, dalawa. Mailabas pa, mailusot pa. At pangalawa, kung hindi na mailusot, kunyari nahuli. Guwapo kayo. Guwapo si Acerto. Guwapo si Pardo. Then nahuli na. Pero isipin niyo, petsa. July 10, asan yung July 10? Saka July 11, lagyan mo. Ayan, July 10. July 11, pasok mo dyan, pumasok ngayon si Virginia. Ang nagsabi kay Virginia na pumunta dyan ay walang iba kundi yung kinontempt natin last week na si Reyna Elena. Ayun na, sorry, di pala. Emeline, na dating asawa ni Casey Chan na nagbigay ng pera, una kay Bicaba, asa si Bicaba, sa inyo, bigyan kayo 200,000, tama? Anyway, ayun ang sabi ni Emeline.
Sabi po ni Casey Chan ay wala na daw po siyang bodega. Kaya po pinakiusapan niya ako.
In other words, kinausap niya si Bicaba kumuha ng bodega, tama?
Opo.
Si Casey Chan ba nang sabi sa inyo? Kumuha ng bodega? Sa Manila?
Nitong huli po, hindi na po, dahil wala na po kami ugnayan ni Casey itong huli.
Sino ang sabi sa inyo kayo ang lalabas sa pangalan? Huwag niya kayo na magsinungaling. Talagang hindi ko na kayo papalabasin dito. Sino nagsabi sa inyong kunin nyo yung pangalan ng Bicaba, sasaluhin nyo yung darating na kahon na naturang?
Wala po akong alam doon, sir. Nagamit lang talaga po ang pangalan ko.
Sino gumamit ang pangalan mo?
Si Casey Chan po.
Paano mo nalaman si Casey Chan?
Ay siya po ang kumuha ng aking DTI.
Siya ang kumuha. Paano kinuha?
Ay kinuha po niya sa akin yung...
So binigay mo sa kanya?
Hindi po. Bali,
Ano?
kinuha niya po doon sa bag ko. Na ay, ako nga po umayaw na. Ayoko na po. Ay ngayon parang ninakaw niya po sa bag ko. Ganun po pangyayari. Nung nalaman ko na lang po ditong huli, ay nasa kanya na pala yung DTI.
Pero kilala mo si Casey Chan?
Casey Chan po, kilala ko po.
Oh. Kaya, nakuha niya ka mo. Yan ang sabi mo, nakuha niya.
Opo.
O, hindi ka naman umalma.
Umalma rin po ako eh. Wala na po akong magagawa. Nasa kanya na po.
Ay, hindi. Pilipino kami,
ako na po
magagawa
eh.
ka.
Nasa China po. Nasa ako na po siya eh. Nung nalaman ko.
Alam niyo, ayoko ng Pilipino, walang magagawa eh.
Bali po kaya sir po.
Hindi, dapat, ayoko ituturo yan. Nanonood sa television ng mga tao, baka sabihin, pagka may gumamit ng pangalan mo, wala kang magagawa. Di lahat daw, walang magagawa.
Wala sir.
Rason mo na lang yung ngayon. Ngayon na alaman mo na ginamit ko lang yung pangalan mo.
Opo.
Alright? At, ando to, dadalhin sa Maynila. Correct?
Opo.
Pero, pinapalitan sa main lines na ililipat sa Cavite ultimately. Tama ba yan? Di ba?
Yes sir.
May change of address. Yung nahuli sa MICT na pinangalan sa iyo, nag-change of address, kinuha na ni Guban si SMYD. Di ba ikaw kumuha kay SMYD?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero later on, itatakpan mo si SMYD on orders of Asierto and Pajardo, tama? Na ipalit si Maritana. Na sabi mo, akuin mo na ikaw may-ari ng box, huwag mo ituro si SMYD. At mabuti lang, may nagawa naman tama ang PIDEA, hindi kayo naniniwala na kaya ni Maritana na akuin yung ganun kalaking halaga. Di ba? Salita ka. Maritana. Ano yan, hindi mo kaya? Dahil nakatira ka sa barong-barong, hindi mo kaya?
Hindi ko po.
Hindi mo kaya maglabas doon?
Opo.
Di ba may pera pang involved? Magkano?
180.
180 na allegedly binigay sa'yo.
Yun po yung sa unang salaysay.
Ha?
Sa una po yung ginawa ng
Nagawa ka
salaysay.
ng unang salaysay ni Guban. Ha? Tama ba yan? Kinuha niyo pa yung abogado sa Laguna.
Yes, Your Honor. Kasama po si Signapan at saka si Mig, Your Honor.
Kasama si Singnapan at saka si...
Miss Mig Santos.
Andito ba si Santos? Si Meg, kasama yan. So, pinalit si Singnapan at ang lumabas ngayon, aakuin niya, pero ang ginawa tama ng PIDEA, hindi mo kaya yan, binawi, umatras, at sabi hindi totoo yan, hindi ako binigyan ng pera dyan, hindi nila kaya yung pera yan, at lumabas ngayon na tunay na talagang ang consignee for hire ay walang iba kundi si Miss Signapan. Ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nakasama ninyo si Miss Signapan.
Opo, sir. Kasama sila sa meeting, Your Honor.
Sino ang humahawak kay Signapan?
Si Miss Mig Santos, Your Honor.
At yun ang pinoproteksyonahan ni Asierto.
Miss Mig Santos, Your Honor, para
Kasi
hindi
si
wala.
Asierto
Yes,
may
sir.
pinasok pa na 2 kahon
Yes, Your Honor.
na dumaan pa sa x-ray. Pakita nyo sa x-ray. May logical. Pakita nyo sa x-ray. Ayan ang x-ray. Merong mga itim-itim doon. Allegedly pantalon. Allegedly, ano yan? Fabric. Nakalusot rin yan. Pero hindi may napaliwanag yung madalim na lugar na maaaring pakete pa ng droga. Tama ba yun, Miss, dito pala si Con eh. Si Miss Universe. At ika UP, panalo. Talo tayo sa UP, sorry ha. UP lawyer yan eh. UP fight. Sige, salita ka ngayon. Anong tingin mo dyan?
So my position is always has been you use the image analysis tools, which is one of them is the pseudo color, because you cannot make any conclusion from that kind of image.
Look at that. Ano yan? Ano yan? Ano yan?
They seem to be, to me, it's not very clear because it's a black and white. It's the grayscale image. It could have been better if we use the image analysis tools. But from them, it seems to be that there are dark or steel containers. It's possible that these are steel containers because these are very dark.
Hindi nakita ng x-ray yan?
Pwedeng makita ko yun, sir, kung ginamit yung image analysis tools.
Mukhang hindi ginamit yung image analysis.
I cannot say that, sir, kasi yung pinakita, as I have said, sir, dapat lahat ng tools ginamit. Because only through the image analysis tools that we can make a correct conclusion.
In other words, kung ikaw nandun at yung kakaya mo naandyan, nag-exhibition ka na ng kakaya mo at bilib ako, kung ako yan, pabubuksan ko yan.
Yes, exactly.
Kahit na walang image analysis.
If there is a doubt, open it. Because, sir, the very purpose that we bought the X-ray is to detect contraband.
To resolve all doubts about contraband smuggling.
Yes.
3 kahon lumusot, yan ang lumalabas. Dapat binuksan.
Yes.
Hindi binuksan ito.
I'm not sure, sir.
Hindi binuksan.
Pero dapat yung binuksan, sir. If there is any iota of doubt, dapat buksan.
Alright, thank you. So, Ang nangyari ngayon, inaayos si Signapan, pinapalitan mo, hindi pumayag, putok ito, at sinabi mo sa akin, later on, salita ka na ito ay pakana ni Asyerto, ni Pardo, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
At pati yung kay Signapan, pakana nila yan, right?
Damage control, Your Honor. Para di rin po ma-discovery si Santos at saka si Colonel Acerto para di lumabas sa pangalan niya.
Eh si Pardo, di ba? Kaniya kang bagiti si Pardo.
Sila sa Pardo nag-uusap na siguro, sir, para di sila lumabas.
Hindi pwede siguro. Alam mo yan, kakaibigan mo si Pardo eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can conclude
They are together, Your Honor.
together. Sige. Hindi kita kinuha na. Huwag ka magsabi ng sinungaling dito. Ikaw ang magsabi kung ano totoo. Sa madaling sabi, ngayon, nakalusot yan. Nung binuksan ngayon yung droga nung MICT, lumabas yung 3.5 billion pesos worth of drugs. At yun ang nangyari. Now, balik tayo doon sa date. July 10 ba yan? Bring it back. July 10 and 11. July 10, dinala na yung kahon. So, is it reasonable to assume, tinawagan ka ba ni Casey Chan?
Opo, sir.
Anong araw ka tinawagan ni Casey Chan para sa utusan ka na pwede palipat mo yung kahon na unang dumating at sabihin mo, wala na sabi sa'yo, ang sabi mo sa akin, wala nang bodega, ipalipat mo yung kahon, ibalik sa Malaysia. Tama ba yan?
Tinawagan niya po ako, sir.
Tama ba yung sinabi ko? Hindi.
Opo,
O, ikwento mo, sabi mo sa akin.
Nung June, first week po ng June, tumawag po siya sa akin. Nakikiusap siya sa akin. Nakuntakin ko po yung mag-asawa. Kasi daw po, hindi niya na makontak at darating na daw po yung kanyang mga bagahe. Kaya
Yung
po,
mag-asawa bilang si,
baby po at saka si John.
nasaan kami ni baby? Nasaan kami ni John?
Tapos po, sabi naman ni baby sa akin,
Let the record state na si baby, ano pangalan mo baby? Lagrimas. Luha yan, ha? At saka si Bidastro Barakel. Common law kayo, di ba? Okay, live-in kayo. Sabi niya, hindi niya na makita.
Opo, hindi niya na daw po makontak. Kaya
Ah.
pinakiusapan niya po ako, nakontakin ko po silang
Bakit mo kukontakin sila?
Kasi daw po, nawawala na yung bodega at winidro na daw po ng mag-asawa. Siya daw po ay nagbayad na doon sa bodega daw po.
Kaya nga, pinalilipat ngayon yung delivery ng kahon sa Maynila, dahil wala na siya doon, pinapalipat ngayon sa Cavite.
Wala pong
Correct.
Cavite po.
Mr. Guban? Kaya pala, hindi niya na makita yung dalawa, wala na siyang bodega, sabi ng gano'n, sa Maynila, ngayon pinapalipat yung bodega, yung epektos dali na rin sa ng SMYD sa GMA.
Iba po, sir, ang mission namin nila, Mr. Gorgonio.
Anong mission niya?
DL lang number, sir, at saka container number po, sir, ang hinahanap.
Pero, lakas mo.
I think last time, si anong nagkakalam si Mr. Valiente, sir, tinuro niya si ano na nakakalam para paglipat ng bodega.
Pero ang sabi mo nga, pumunta ka ng July 10, di ba? July 11,
11 po.
dumating na yung kargamento rito, hindi niya na masiguro yun, kaya sabi niya, palipat mo lang yung kahon sa Malaysia. Anyway, nakakasiguro siya na mailalabas niya on July 14? July 14, yung epekto. Di ba? July 14 lumabas, di ba? Sid La Peña. Di ba July 14 lumabas yung kahon na nagpunta sa Cavite?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, tingnan nyo yung date, ha? July 10. Now, on July 15, lumabas si Acerto at ang sabi niya dito na meron siyang sinabi na may darating na drugs pa on July 15. July 16. Na in other words, dumating yung kahon sa Cavite at binuksan na noong mga Chinese na pumasok doon, pinaalis yung mga Pilipino, sinara yung pinto, 6 na oras sa loob, binuksan yung na meron silang grinder at pagtapos umalis. July 15. Nung binuksan yung kahon ni General Fajardo ng Customs on August 7, tumakbo na siya, nakita niya may drugs, tumakbo na kayo doon sa Cavite. Dahil may report ng local PIDEA. Si, ikaw ba yan, Juan?
The director of CIS, Director Tasio, called me, sir. Of an information coming from
Mamaya na yan.
Chief of Police of GMA Cavite, sir, PCI de la Rea. It was relayed through Director Grande and to Tasio, and Tasio called me, sir. And I went there together with my team, and we met CIS personnel also there, in the person of Grande, sir.
We ready to show the picture of Cavite. When you open that, binuksan niyo ba kaagad yung bodega?
First, sir, we met at the police station, and we saw the witnesses, the
Forklift operator?
yes, sir, the maintenance and the owner, the kanimprate, sir, and also the broker. They are giving statements, and after that, around past 10 in the evening, we proceeded to the warehouse, sir.
Napunta kayo sa warehouse?
Yes, sir.
Pwede naman magtagalog dito.
Sir, sir.
Para hindi na baluktot yung English natin kung
Yes, sir.
maliraw. Pwede naman baluktot yung English mo, pero hindi ko maintindihan minsan eh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tapos, ang binuksan mo, ano nangyari?
Pagdating namin doon, sir, sa warehouse, bali, pumasok muna yung tao, sir. Doon na sa loob.
Sinong tao?
Isa sa mga kasama namin, sir, na witness.
Operatives. May permiso kayong pumasok doon.
Ayun doon po yung owner, sir.
Ha?
Nandun yung owner,
I just want to be sure na
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
nagkaroon kayo ng proper search.
Opo, sir.
Pinayagan kayo ng may-ari. Binuksan. Ano
Yes,
nangyari
sir.
pa tapos?
After nun, sir, kasama namin yung chemist, and then nagkaroon kami doon ng sample. May swabbing na ginawa. Kasama rin namin yung chemist ng PNP.
K9.
Hindi pa po, sir. The following day, sir, yun yung K9 na.
Kung makita niyo yung magnetic lifter, nakita niya.
Meron po doon asbestos, may mga foils.
Hindi, ano nakita mo? Ilang magnetic lifter?
Apat po yung, sir, tatlong malalaki, and then isang maliit na magnetic lifter.
Tapos?
And in-swab nga namin doon sa field test na kinonduct namin, wala namang initial reaction doon sa mga samples na standards na dinala namin para mag-test ng presence ng dangerous drugs.
Wala kayo nakita ng droga?
Based doon, sir, sa walang indication may drugs doon sa
Kaya
swab.
may nakita kayong butas.
May butas po, sir, yung square hole na butas. And then,
Apat na
butas. Yes,
magnetic
yes,
lifter,
sir.
may butas. Meron?
Opo, sir, meron.
Okay. Tapos, next day, nagdala kayo ng aso.
Opo, next day, sir, nagdala po ng aso, mga, I think, past 12 in the afternoon, sir.
At umupo yung aso.
Po, sir, nagbigay
Ano yung
po.
siguro na pag umupo yung aso?
Ito yung positive indication na,
May droga doon.
yes, sir, sa...
May traces.
Opo.
Tapos nagkaroon ng debate dyan. Sabi ni Oscar Albayaldi, tanong ko siya dyan sa likod mo nakatayo kami pareho. Meron ba talaga doon? Naniniwala ko kako meron doon. Sabi niya, wala boss. Sabi niya, wala sir. Ano tawag doon? Sinwipe ba namin?
Swab, sir, swab.
Sinwab namin. Alright, wala kami nakuha. Sinabi ng Presidente, wala rin nakuha. Pero, hindi ba nyo chinek agad? Yun ang kinalulugod ko. Pero, alam na natin yan. Hindi ko na mapatanong sa inyo yan. Na dapat tinanong mo, sino pumasok dyan? Sinong yung mga Chinese, alam niyo yan, di ba?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Madaling sabi, alam niyo na pumasok yung Chinese, 6 na oras doon, alam niyo may gamit, right?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So, dapat, the next step would have been to find out how nakarating yan. Chinek niyo may x-ray pagkatapos.
Yung ginawa po namin, sir, pagdating doon, kinuha namin yung lahat ng statements ng mga witnesses, and then yung mga list na binigay, pumunta namin sa barangay, yung pinakamalapit na CCTV, kinuha namin doon sa base doon sa salaysay nila, kung ano yung date, kung saan nandun yung presensya ng mga Chinese. Nagsimula nga ng July 13, dumating sila doon, may pinasok sila ng sasakyan, iniwan sa loob, may 17 na trolley bags.
Of course, you knew that they stayed there 6 hours or 4 hours.
Yung ano po sir, yung sa akin sila umaga sir, maaga sir, nandun ay mga Chinese, mga past sa 7:30 in the morning. Nagsimula sila magtrabaho alas 10 pagdating ng forklift operator na ibaba nila ng alas 10 na umaga. And then nagtrabaho na sila doon from there. Mga alas 10 ng gabi po sila
Hindi,
umalis.
umuunahan, nagtrabaho ba kagad? Di ba pinaalis mo na yung mga Pinoy?
Yung ano sir, yung nung alas 10:30 na ng umaga, 10:30 ng umaga, pinalabas yung dalawang Filipino na nag-asisari ng forklift operator at saka si Eric Rudelas, yung nag-maintain ng warehouse. Nung pag-alis nila, si Eric Rudelas nakarinig ng grinding sound sir doon sa loob. Siya yung pinag-sara ng warehouse.
The conclusion is may tinatrabaho doon.
Ngayon sir, at saka tumulong din sila sir yung, I believe si Eric Rudelas, kumuha ng grinder sa loob.
Tumulong yung Pilipino?
I think sir yung inutusan sila doon sa base, doon sa salaysay nila. If I can go through my notes sir. Yun sir yung nangyari.
Ngayon ko lang nakuha yan. Tumulong sila sa loob?
May mga inuutos po sa kanila sir, yung mga Chinese na nandoon through sign language. Yun yung panibagong supplemental affidavit nila sir.
Andito ba sila? Saan yung dalawa? Anyway,
Yeah.
the point is, alam nyo na may tinanggal na doon.
Meron na po sir, meron na.
Di ba ubuwi aso, wala na naman. Hindi nyo na tinanong yung x-ray. Kami na nagtanong noon, di ba?
Yes sir, yung yes sir.
Kami nila nag-conclude meron. Kaya ang sinabi ko doon, you may tell the President Duterte, Senator Gordon is saying may drugs doon. That is my conclusion. And that is to protect also PIDEA. And I agreed with PIDEA na talagang may drugs doon. Do you remember that, General Aquino?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I ask
Yes,
something?
please do that.
Sir, can I ask a question to Guban? I will relate
Direct
sir.
it to me.
Yes, sir, I will. Sir, may I ask to Guban if Guban, Asierto, and Fajardo are the ones who really facilitated the importation of these drugs to magnetic lifters sa MICP at saka yung 4 na magnetic lifters sa GMA, sila ba sir ang nagpapasok ng droga na yan?
That has been already asked, but you answered. Naintindihan mo yung tanong?
Opo, Your Honor.
Sino ba talaga nagpasok ng mga droga na yan?
Si Colonel Asierto, Your Honor, ang nagbigay lang po ng kliyente.
I remember you asked me, asking who his handler was.
In these two places, sir, both MICP and GMA?
Yes, Your Honor, I explained that already.
Ano sinabi mo? Ulitin mo.
Na yung MICP, siya din ang mayroong hawak ng impormasyon bago po binigay sa akin. Then at the same time, Your Honor, yung SMYD ay provided, yun lang po binigay ko sa kanya. Then wala na pong iba. Then siya po ang nagparating din ng kargamento.
Ito sa Cavite.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano mo nalaman sa rin nagkwentaan?
Siya po lang, sir, ang binigyan ko ng SMYD na consignee. Then dumating na lang po sa rin kargamento, then yung papel, ibinigay ko rin po sa processor.
So, hindi ako nag-take. Go ahead. Sige.
So can I ask about Fajardo's participation in MICP and GMA? Is he also included?
Colonel Fajardo, is he included?
I do not have the direct knowledge about Director Pardo in the SMYD, but in the MICP, nung mag-meeting po kami ay magkasama po kami tatlo na in-invite ako.
So alam niya lahat?
I'm referring, Your Honor, to the MICP.
Yes, MICP.
Alam niya yung MIC.
The apprehension, Your Honor, the Bicaba trading.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, is it not true, Colonel General Aaron, na ulitin yung kwento ko, tutuloy ko na, ito mo, na ikaw, nag-testify na siya rito, binigyan ka ng pera na 300,000 pesos, correct? I advise you to tell the truth.
Your Honor, nag-abot ako ng supot
Supot.
sa kanya. na
Kasi
hindi ko
pareho
alam.
kwento mo. May supot. Kaya mo binigay yung supot. Anong utos sa iyo?
Sinabi po ni Colonel Asierto na ibigay yung iniwanan niya na supot sa sasakyan sa kay Mr. Jimmy Guban, Your Honor.
Binigay sa iyo yung supot.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Anong utos sa iyo ni Asierto? Bigay mo kay Guban yung supot, ano?
Iabot lang po, Your Honor.
Mabilis na tayo magtanong, ha? Papalayasin na tayo. Hindi, sisigilan ako ng renta rito. Alright? Oh. Ibigay lang sa kanya, ilan?
Iabot po, Your Honor.
Iabot. Inabot mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Binuksan mo yung supot.
Yes, Your
Ano
Honor.
naman?
Pera po, Your Honor. Para
Ilan?
yung 300,000 para po doon sa nag-iingay na nga po yung damage control namin nila Misignapa, nila Joel, at saka nila Mig Santos.
Yun ang ginamit mo. Sinabi mo na yun kanina.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Now, is it not true, General Fajardo, na General Aquino, na si Colonel Fajardo nag-issue ng mission order on after it was referred to, yan yung, ano, yan ba yun, yung nakita mo, Adrian?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yan, no? Yung mga lifter. Is it not true na nagpakalat ng mission order si Fajardo at para umikot sa Southern Luzon, Metro Manila, and other areas para mag-interdict ng droga? Na ano kong papel doon? Nasaan ba yung papel? May mission order. Rudy. Pero, di ba?
Yes, sir. From July 11 to 18, there was a pre-ops, pre-operational report, and authority to operate to conduct.
July
11 to 18, sir.
to 18.
Yes, sir.
Now, mind you, again, I remind you, July 10, pinapunta na itong si Virginia sa para palitan, para ilipat yung kahon balik sa Malaysia. Ang mission order naman ngayon ay July 11.
July 11 to 18, sir. Casing and
Sa
surveillance.
mga katwid, habang nilalabas, kunyari, nilalabas ng mga Chinese yung kargamento, di ba? July 13, tama? Aaligid-aligid itong grupo nila Perote. Kasama ka doon, di ba? Sa mission order.
Kasama pa ako, pero wala ako sa Cavite, Your Honor. Wala kami sa Cavite, Your Honor.
Hindi ko pa tinatanong sa iyo. Basta kasama ka sa mission order. Marami kayong grupo.
Sa SOU 3 PNP site, Your Honor.
Basta marami kayong na umikot at hindi ko malaman kung bakit bigla magkakaroon ng mission order at a time na lumalabas sa customs yung kahon na tatlo ba yun? Apat, patungo doon sa Cavite at habang binubuksan at nang nabuksan na, wala nang mission, wala nahuli. Kailan ka binigyan ng pera ng Perote? Nagaling kay Asyerto?
I think that is already, sir, August, sir, mga third week, sir, ng August.
Para maglinis ng...
Yes, sir, para, sir, ayos, sir, yung meeting.
So I raise these issues because you can concentrate on the dates. Tabi-tabi, si Virginia, ikaw, yung pag-ikot ng mission order, yung paglabas ng droga, all circulating within the area of Cavite on June 13 and 14. Alright? Very clear? Now, let me now go into one other point. By the way, I will have an executive meeting with General Guerrero later for a short time, and with AMLA for a short time. I have the document of AMLA here, detailing, and I thank them. And I intend to amend also the law on AMLA and congressional investigations as if this. Once AMLA must give cooperation to the Blue Ribbon Committee to find out kung ano yung bank accounts na ginagamit at ano ang kwan. That will be an amendment. Do you agree with that, sir?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Because I do not like banks to be taking money, especially, and I will announce it here, especially since I'm aware of a racket going on right now, where Chinese folks are opening bank accounts arranged by agents who have ACRs, Alien Certificate of Registrations, and the banks are cooperating to open accounts without knowing their customer. If I know that, so should you. Are you aware of that? Is AMLA aware of that?
We were informed, Mr. Chair. As a matter of fact, we already issued an advisory on those activities where account holders are being used and other Filipinos are being used to open bank accounts. It's more of pahiram yung account, Mr. Chair.
Is that the practice in BDO? I'm told that BDO and other banks are doing this right now.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you better be sure,
Yes, Your
that
Honor.
I intend to open an inquiry into this. Napahirapan nyo lahat ng tao. Yes, go ahead. Be quick because you're next. I know you have liquidity problems right now, so be quick. You say no?
It's not,
Are you aware? Is it true or not? If you're aware.
Your Honor,
Have you heard about that?
I'm not aware of that practice, but as far as I'm concerned, we do not allow that. We do not practice that in our branch.
All right. Spoken like a loyal video manager, but the fact is I know that there are things like that that are happening right now. And we will produce the evidence eventually. AMLA should really come in and bear hard on that. All right? Now, ano? You have CCTV and video, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know because I am investigating another case involving fake land titles where people get paid up to 29 million pesos for a 90 square meter lot. It's a fake title business. And I got the CCTV of the banks. You do have CCTV in your bank, right?
Right, Your Honor, we have.
And how long do you keep the records of the CCTV?
I have to check with, I'm not sure as to how long, Your Honor.
AMLA, do you require CCTV?
We don't require, Mr. Chair, but it's an internal policy of the bank.
But that would help, right?
That will help a lot, Mr. Chair.
You do have CCTV.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, for purposes of, we can reserve that for the next investigation. Do we do it now? All right. I want CCTV records, and I did this before, doon sa immigration. Kung saan nahuli namin, yung 50 million na binibigay sa dalawang commissioner ng BOI, Bureau of Immigration, na hanggang ngayon nakakulong dahil doon. Ang nakahuli noon ay Blue Ribbon Committee. So I want CCTV, and you will get that summons or that subpoena to produce those CCTV from May 8th. No, I say May 8th, the day before. May 8th until okay, May 1 to October 30. Please take note. Bakit October 30? But di ba November 15? Or up to now, up to the present? And I will give you the specific one. I'll give you the, we're not going to one. May 1 to January to December lang. May 1 to Okay. May 1 to November the 6th, 2018. All right?
I'm sorry,
Matter of national
Your Honor,
security.
up to November.
6. Hmm? 2018. That's reasonable. All right?
Your Honor, do we have any more details about this?
Sorry?
Details, Your Honor. CCTV for any particular location.
We will decide. Just give it to us. We will check it out. All right? Now, binigyan ba kayo ng pera para kumuha ng warehouse? Baby? Si Casey ang nagbayad. Paano mo nalaman? Sumagot kayo doon sa mikropono, please.
Magkakasama po kami sa Manila. Ngayon po, sabi ko sa asawa ko, hawag ka nang sumama dyan para kumuha ng bodega. Kasi kinakabahan na nga po ako. Inaaway po siya. Nandito po si Sir Benji, yung may-ari ng bodega, na pwede niyo pong magpatotoo. Ngayon, sumama rin po siya. Pero ako po, nagpunta na ng City Hall ng Manila at saka po BIR para ipasara na nga po yung license. Ngayon, no, nasa Valenzuela na po sila.
Kinuha kayo ng lisensya o meron kayo talagang lisensya?
Pinakuha niya nga po dahil sabi niya
Kailan
po,
kayo pinakuha ng lisensya?
noon pong ano pa po yun, noong 2017.
2017.
Pero ang tagal pong
Anong
lumabas.
petsa?
Hindi ko po matindaan. Pero
Pakuha mo,
nasa
dahil
akin po.
papakuha namin yung resibo niyan.
Opo. Ngayon po, sabi
Ano
ko,
nakapangalan sa inyo yan? Bekaba?
may kaba po. Sabi ko,
Subpoena the records of Manila City Hall?
opo.
Doon sa Manila?
Opo.
Ha?
May record po ako, nasa bahay lang, hindi ko lang po
Ipadala mo rito kagad.
Opo. Ngayon po, sabi ko, huwag ka na sumama. Kasi kinakabahan ako, parang hindi na maganda. Inaaway siya. Ngayon, nung dumating po doon sa bodega sila, kasi ako nga po ay nasa City Hall, ang nakausap po ay yung asawa ni Mr. Benji Gonzales. Kinuwento po sa akin ni Ma'am Lucille na nag-aawayan daw po ito dahil ayaw na nga po niya. Kasi
Sino si Mr. Benji Gonzales?
andito po yung pong may ano ng bodega.
Saan naman siya?
Andyan po siya kanina.
Sir Gonzales.
Pwede po siya magpatotoo, sir, na katotohanan.
Alika na rito. Ano siya? Ano siya doon?
Siya po ang may-ari ng bodega.
Okay. Can you proceed here, please?
Kaya lang,
Teka
po,
na.
kaya lang po, sir, nung araw na yon wala po siya, yung asawa niya po ang nakausap.
Ano ba klase yan? Sige, taas ang kamay. Ilabas ang wallet. Sorry pala. Hold up nga pala yun. Taas ang kamay. Ano pangalan mo? Ako si... Hindi, ulitin mo ulit para sigurado. Ayaw mo makita sa TV, oh. Tama, ayan. Lakas mo. Yes, sir. This microphone, no?
Yes, sir.
Let the record state that your name is
Benji Gonzales, sir. Benji Gonzales.
Benji Gonzales. Siya ang may-ari ng bodega.
Opo.
Sino nagbayad sa'yo sa bodega?
Yung misis ko po ang nag-entertain po sa kanila eh.
Ha?
Misis ko po, sir.
Tinatanong ko kung sino nagbayad sa bodega. Ba't yan sasabi mo yung misis mo? Sasandukin ka na misis mo mamaya.
Sila Berakel po, sir.
Ha?
Sila Mami. Sila
Nami. Baby.
Sila Casey.
Sino Mami?
Casey po.
Ha?
Yung Chinese po, sir.
Ha?
Yung Chinese po, yun po.
Bakit sila mo mami?
Si Mami Berakel po.
Hindi.
Oo.
Bali sila po yung kasama po ni, yung...
Ang tanong ko sa iyo, sino nagbayad? Sabi mo si mami.
Si Casey po.
Ha?
Casey.
Mami ba si Katie?
Hindi po.
Oo.
Yung Chinese po yun.
Alam ko.
Opo.
Pero hindi si mami nagbayad.
Hindi po.
Si Katie nagbayad. Ano binayad
Kami
sa iyo?
po. Bali, magdadaw po sila sa ora mismo doon sa bodega. Pero
Ang tanong ko sa'yo, simple lang. Magkano
Yes, sir.
binayad sa'yo?
30,000, sir. 30,000 per month, bali
96.
3 months po, sir, dapat.
3 months.
Opo.
Binayad 80,000.
Opo.
Pero 30 lang binayad sa'yo.
Hindi.
Lahat po, 90 po. Pero, ang sabi ko sa kanila, hindi po ako nakikipag-usap sa mga Chinese kasi wala po silang, kailangan ko, sir, yung meron silang DTI, complete records, bago sila mag-upa.
Pero kinuha mo yung pera kagad.
Yes, sir.
Anong hiningi mo?
DTI, mayor's permit, saka yung...
Sino? Para mabigyan mo sila ang gagamitin mo, tama?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Kaya
sir.
wala naman yung Chinese nun, di ba?
Yes, sir. Kailangan ko, sir,
So,
na...
tingin ka ba din ng papel?
Wala, sir. Kaya inano ko, sir.
So, hindi mo na binalik yung pera?
Binalik ko, sir.
Emeline, ano sabi sa'yo ng Chinese?
Tumawag
Yung
po siya
asawa mo nang matagal, tapos bumalik sa'yo, may asawa na, pinatira mo pa sa bahay mo, tama?
Opo, sir. Tumawag po.
Sumagot ka.
Opo, sir.
Lalo katagal kayo nagsama ng lalaki?
Bali 6 years po.
Ha?
6 years po.
Tapos kailan mo siya huli nakita?
Dito pong June po. June, second week po ng June.
Kailan kayo naghiwalay?
Noon pong 1999.
1999.
Opo.
BFF ba yan?
Oh,
Boyfriend forever?
hindi po.
Ano pala? O bumalik siya. Ano petsa?
Noon pong June
June.
18 po hanggang 20 po.
Doon natulog sa'yo.
Sa hotel po.
Ang bait mo naman.
Sir, hotel po yun. Tinanggap ko at
Ano?
umupa po siya sa hotel ko. May hotel po kasi ako.
Ha?
Check-in po siya sa hotel namin.
Sino ang pagawa ng hotel?
Ako po.
Hindi ka sosyo siya?
Hindi po, sir. No,
Ikaw ng pangalan. Saan ka kumuha ng pera? May biyaya dito.
sir, ako po ay nag-asawa po mula nung nagkahiwalay po kami. Ako po ay nakapag-asawa ng Pilipino po.
So yung Pilipina nag-supply ng hotel.
Kami po, naghanap buhay po kami dalawa.
Ha?
May hanap buhay po kami
Anong hanap buhay mo dati?
Doon po sa club.
Club? May club pa kayo?
Opo.
Anong pangalan ng club?
Superstar po.
Superstar.
Opo.
Kutsa talaga. Superstar. Si Katie. Totoo ba? Sabi sa akin, ilan ang binigay ni Katie sa mo, hindi mo niya makuha?
Nung pong sinabi niya sa akin ng tumawa, nagbayad daw po siya ng 3 months deposit at 3 months advance. Bali daw po ay 200,000.
Magkano? 200,000. $200,000.
Opo, yung pang sabi niya sa akin. Tapos sabi po ni
Sabi niya, ano pa sinabi niya?
na galit po siya dahil
Bakit?
wala na daw po yung bodega at winidraw na daw po ni baby.
Ano withdraw yung bodega? May
Winidraw na
pera.
daw po yung kontrata daw po at saka daw po yung pera.
So may kontrata.
Opo.
Alright.
Ay, sir, ganito po. Kasi po, nung bago siya dumating, at saka po siya umalis, kinabahan na ako, sir.
Hindi,
Ay,
yung kontrata na yung kinabahan. Sabi mo na yung ano yan.
kasi, ayoko na nga po, ayoko na makipag-komunikasyon
Tama.
sa kanya. Kasi nga po, para po ang lakas ng kutob ko na drugs na. Kaya tinawagan ko po si Sir Benji. Sabi ko, Sir Benji, ayoko na. Kasi baka madamay ka pa, i-close na natin ito. Kasi, masama na ang kutob ko sabi ko sa kanya, pag hindi ka pumayag, itutulpo kita para maklose ito. Ay di nag-isip-isip po si Sir Benji. Kinabukasan, tinawagan ko. Sige ma'am, i-close na po natin para wala po tayong
I-close?
Opo. Bring
May pera?
po ang contract. Ngayon, sabi ko, Sir Benji, ang ibinigay niya po ay 33,000. Ngayon, sabi
Ano
ko,
mo nalaman yun? Kaya tinatanong kita, sabi mo si Benji binayaran.
binayaran po siya ng 96,000.
96,
Opo, yung asawa niya po kasi wala po siya nung oras na yon.
So 96,000 binayad sa asawa mo, sabi mo 33,000 lang. Per month.
Ngayon
Tapos,
po, sabi ko, ma'am, isasara ko na po yung kontrata sa City Hall at saka sa BIR. Nagpakwenta po ako para yung po ibabalik na pera, ibabayad ko po doon para ma-close. Yun po ang aming pinagkasundoan dahil sabi ko, masama na po ang kutob
alright,
ko.
sige, okay na yan, pero yan. Hindi na nakuha yung 200,000 sabi mo. Sabi nila 90,000. Sabi niya 90,000, sabi niya 33,000.
Sabi po, yun po ang sabi sa akin ni Casey.
Okay, sabi sa'yo. Alright. Tapos ano nangyari?
Tapos po, bigla na lang siyang dumating po noong June.
Di ba sinabi sa'yo, hindi niya na makuha yung pera niya?
Opo.
Oo.
Bigla na po siyang dumating sa Kalapan, tapos
So, ibig sabihin, nag-uusap kayo na sa telepono, sinasabi niya nangupahan siya.
sinabi niya po sa akin
Sa
na-
telepono,
Opo, na
long distance yun.
Opo, na wala na daw po siyang bodega.
Siya nagbabayad ng long distance.
Opo.
Talaga. O tapos, nung dumating siya rito,
Yun po, na sabi niya sa akin, maghanap daw po ako ng bodega, sa Kalapan na lang daw.
pinapahanap ka ng bodega sa
Opo,
Kalapan
sa
na lang.
Kalapan na lang daw po. Naghanap naman po ako, kasama ko si Virgie. Tapos po noong nakahanap na ako, sabi ko, halika na, tingnan natin. Ayaw niya pong pumunta, sabi niya, bukas na lang.
Sabi ni Katie.
Opo, pero nung gabi po, kinatok niya na ako at siya daw po ay paalis na. Kaya po, mula noon, umalis na po siya.
Hindi siya nagtanong siya, alis na ako, di ka nakakuha ng bodega.
Hindi na po, basta po ako ay kinatok niya, madaling araw, ang sabi niya po sa akin, paalis na daw po siya.
Kinakatok ko ng madaling araw?
Opo, dahil aalis na po siya.
Alis siya.
Opo.
Sige, sigurado ka?
Opo.
Sige.
Tapos po noong July na po, tumawag na po siya sa akin. Kinukulit niya po ako. July na po yon, tumawag na siya sa akin.
Ano sinabi sa'yo?
Meron po siyang ibinigay siya sa aking number na tawagan ko daw po. At itanong ko daw po kung magkano ang balik po noong kanyang shipment. Binigyan niya po sa akin yung number. At may nakausap naman po ako. Una po, babae. Sumunod po na tawag ko, si Sir Sakto
Tinawagan
po.
mo yung Ben Lines?
Opo.
Tapos, anong nangyari sa Ben Lines? Sabi niya,
Meron daw pong kailangang mga papel daw po, ng original na papel.
ano pinakita niyong papel?
At pumunta daw po ng Manila. Ay sabi ko,
Mamadali ako dahil sinasabi sa akin, lastos lang tayo rito eh. Sige.
hindi naman po ako marunong pumunta ng Manila, kaya po nautusan ko po ay si Virgie.
Nagpunta sa Virgie sa Maynila.
Opo.
Ano nangyari, Virgie?
Nagtanong po ako, sir.
Wala kang pinakitang papel.
Wala po.
Sino kausap mo?
Si Sir Sak po.
Yung gwapo sa tabi mo? Si
Opo.
Alex?
Opo. Nagtanong, hindi po, ito po.
Ba't
Sir Sak.
upo ka ng upo eh? Hindi ba gwapo si Alex? Yung isang gwapo. Sige. Ano pangalan mo?
Zacas Pera, sir.
Talaga nakausap mo siya.
Yes, sir.
Ano sabi mo sa kanya?
Yung requirements for re-export, sir.
Ano pinakita niya sa'yo?
Wala po, sir. Wala po siyang dalang documents.
Di ba totoo nakalagay sa telepono yung kanyang dokumento?
Ano po, sir?
Di ba nilagay niya sa telepono?
BL po. BL lang po. BL number po, binigay sa akin.
Yun. Pinakita sa'yo yun.
Opo, doon ko po nalaman na ang nakalagay doon po ay door frame. Door frame sa BL number.
Door frame ang nakalagay.
Opo, doon po.
Tapos pinapapalitan niya later on ng...
Hindi ko na po alam. Basta yun, sir. Yun lang ho. Door frame.
Magnetic lifter na pinapalitan. Amended sa Malaysia. Ano nilagay? Door frame. Now, hindi ba totoo, Mr. Ben, Mr. Alex?
Yes, sir. Ano po ulit yung
Na
question?
nagpadala sa iyo ng online yung Malaysian.
Yes, sir. July, yung pinapapalitan, sir, ng description.
At pinapapalitan yung,
Description.
anong description pinahit?
From door frame, gagawing lifting electromagnet for steel. That was June 28.
June 28.
Yes, sir.
Too late.
Yes, sir. Dumating na yung kargamento, sir.
Dumating na yung kargamento.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, hindi na napalitan o napalitan pa rin?
Hindi na, sir, napalitan eh.
So, door frame ang dating.
Yes, sir.
Ang tawag doon sa smuggling. At the very least, anong tawag doon? Tasyo. Attention, tasyo.
Misdeclaration, Your Honor.
Alright. Technical.
Technical smuggling, sir.
Alright. So, hindi na tuloy. And that same box became when you open it, it became the drugs. Right? Yes, sir, or no, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you there when the box was opened?
I was not there, Your Honor.
Who was there?
I believe General Quinto, Your Honor, our deputy.
He was 1 block away or 50 paces away, 80 paces away, eating food at the cafeteria?
He was in the area.
But when it was opened, he dropped his lunch Unlike the Swiss pilots, they went on and have lunch while an invading aircraft was invading Switzerland. But true to form, this General Quinto dropped his lunch and went to open the box. Is that correct?
He was there, Your Honor.
He was there when the box was opened.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there was drugs.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did he do afterwards, if you know? Do you know?
He reported the discovery of the drugs to the Commissioner, Your Honor.
Commissioner, did you report it to the President? Sir, we have a big drug bust here. He would have been very happy, wouldn't he?
That time, Your Honor, not yet.
Not yet. When did you report it to the President?
My report came after
A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
about 2-3 days, Your Honor, to the,
2-3 days.
the Secretary of Finance, Your Honor.
Secretary of Finance, Charlie Dominguez.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was the reaction of Charlie Dominguez?
Well, he said it's a good
Good bust.
catch. Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. And don't you think the President would have been very happy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because there are small crimes, people die on the streets. The Supreme Court complains that we never get a big bust. And I told you that, Commissioner Aquino. I sit in the Judicial Bar Council or rather the Senate Electoral Tribunal, and one lunch I was told, we keep convicting people for small crimes, but not for the big crimes. For the big bust. Now, Benline, may tinanong ba sa inyo dito ba si Ryan Reyes? Ryan, are you here?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Gorgonio? May tinanong ba sila, on August 6, and what did they ask you, if you remember?
Sir, wala ho akong personal knowledge regarding kay Mr. Gorgonio and Mr. Reyes.
Wala kayo?
May staff po sila nakausap. I don't know kung sila nga ho mismo yung tao.
Siguro, si Gorgonio lang nagpunta lang, di ba? Ikaw ba? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Siya, ano sinabi niya?
Pagkasabi ho ng staff is that nagtatanong sila kung paano amendahan.
So they're trying to amend the Bill of Lading. Right?
No, sir.
Oh! Alam mo, yung santo, kalabihan, walang buhok.
No, sir.
No offense meant, ha? Di ba may halo?
Yes, sir.
Ang sabi niya, ina-amend nyo yung Bill of Lading.
Amendment,
And
sir.
it shows the Malaysians were trying to amend it, the source. This lady wants to move it back to Malaysia. You were trying to look for it to try and amend the Bill of Lading.
Sir, with your
Tell the
permission.
truth,
Sir, ang
suffer the
understanding ko, sir,
consequences.
is, no, sir, yung amendment is, sir, is part ng intelligence operation na instruction sa akin ng former supervisor ko.
Please don't stop giving me that cat and bull story, no? Cock and bull story. What were you trying to amend?
Sir, honestly speaking, talagang yun lang po talaga, sir, ang understanding ko, kunwari mag-amend.
Kunyari.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So you said kunyari. Ito mo pala eh. Di tama yung sinabi. Na you were trying to amend it, ba't di mo inamin kagad? Kunyari lang yung sir. Hindi. No sir, that's not true. Sabi mo, hindi totoo yan eh.
Kunwari lang po, sir.
Ano mo lang sinabi, ano?
Yes, sir.
Na sinabi ko, tell the truth, I suffer the consequences, right?
Yes, sir.
I think we have enough, right? Now, just one last question to my good friend, Sid La Peña. Sid, in several hearings ago, and I refer also to Customs Commissioner Guerrero to help him out. What are the findings of the Bureau of Customs regarding the 78 importers? I understand you revoked the accreditation after I told you no more consignees for hire. Did you do that?
Yes, Your Honor, based on your instruction and a directive that I had when I assumed as a commissioner of the Bureau of Customs to facilitate and properly manage the accreditation of consignees, I gave instruction that to facilitate the accreditation, but there will be a continuing verification of all the entries that were included in the
Did
application.
you ever conduct an investigation on consignees for hire, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, as a result of the verification, Your Honor, there were a number of consignees that were revoked, Your Honor.
And you revoked them because you conducted an inspection of their premises. Is that
Yes, Your
correct?
Honor.
The premises meaning the offices, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you find out in the 78? In fact, there were 78, correct?
I don't remember the number, Your Honor.
Or whatever.
But, yeah.
100, 78, 58, 48. What did you find out?
Yes, Your Honor. And we
What
found
is yes, Your Honor?
Yes, Your Honor. And
78?
78, all in all, Your Honor. As per our
78.
record. Yes,
All
sir.
right. 78 inspections were conducted on consignees for hire, like the guy that is now in jail, right? Who is the guy in jail now? The one we discovered here? Taguba.
Taguba, yes, Your Honor.
And we caught also Chinese. They're also in jail, right? Right now, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also the consignee for hire by the name of Tatad, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And now we have another consignee for hire. Welcome to the club. All right? And now, having said that, when you opened all these offices, what did you find out? Was it a busy office?
Those 43 of the accredited import companies, Your Honor, do not exist in the address stated in the
So,
application.
fake address,
Yes, Your Honor.
like fake news.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then?
Others were found out that the telephone numbers that were used were not the same.
Fake telephone numbers?
So, yes, Your Honor.
Did you find employees working in these establishments?
None, Your Honor. In those, when inspected, Your Honor, there were no employees that existed, Your Honor. There was no office, in fact, Your Honor.
Now, as a pièce de résistance, and I am glad that the BIR is here. I salute you, sir, for being here. Thank you. I will show you a document here that we we researched, all right, of consignees for hire operating in customs. And while we are being asked by my classmate and good friend, and I trust him, because he's a good man, Sonny Dominguez, there is an awful lot of a gap. Malayong-malayo. Ang pinapasok na negosyo napakalaki, pero ang binabayad na buwis ay napakakonti. We do our homework here. Do you have it? While you're looking for it, I will ask Raul Rabe, again another good friend that I am proud to serve with. Bata pa ako, puti na ang buhok na attorney Ambassador Rabe, who was also ambassador to the United States. Now, you're ambassador in MECO, or rather director of MECO.
Your Honor, I'm neither a director nor ambassador. I'm the corporate secretary.
Corporate secretary in MECO. That's based in Taiwan, right?
No,
Here?
based in Manila.
Ah, okay. What does that mean? Who's handling Taiwan?
We have a resident representative in Taiwan,
I think that's the former writer.
Angelito Banayo.
Yeah, Lito from Letran. I know him. He's from Letran. Now, the Chinese have been invading us with drugs. Some coming from Hong Kong, some coming from China. But the drugs mainly are coming from Myanmar. Do you have any knowledge, has PDEA or any agency approached you about the identities of the Chinese that were involved in this drugs smuggling?
Your Honor, there was one letter from you
Yes.
inquiring about,
A letter from me as chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee.
yes, Your Honor,
And what was that letter about?
you inquired as to, you requested for background information on a certain Taiwanese by the name of Mr. Xu Chong Chun.
Xu Song-Song. Is that the guy in BDO? That's the guy in BDO. No, it's okay. I'm just telling you. I asked you that question the other day.
And based on your letter, Your Honor, we requested the Taiwan Economic and Cultural Office in the Philippines,
In Taiwan, in Manila. Yes.
in Manila, to give us information on this person based on our mutual legal assistance agreement.
And what is the result, sir?
The initial reply of TECO, we call that office TECO, was that they are investigating the background of this person. The records show that this person was in the Philippines on May 8 and May 13.
May 8 and May 13.
Yes.
Yes.
And that the Taiwan authorities, police authorities, are working with PDEA and the PNP on this matter.
Do you often get letters from the Senate about criminals in Taiwan?
As far as I can remember, this is the first time.
This is the first time.
Yes.
I just want to point out that this committee is assiduously pursuing this, and I'd expect our line agencies to be doing the same thing. Don't you think so? You've been in government for a long time. It should really be the task of PDEA, for the police departments of this country when they're trying to get somebody arrested in another country. Would you say that should be the main line?
Yes, Your Honor.
And right now, they're still in the process of investigating whether these people are there. Is that correct?
According to the last communication of TECO, they're still looking for him.
And your travel records that we got from the Bureau of Immigration, and that is why the Right Honorable Miss General Morente is here from the Bureau of Immigration. And I will just ask him a few questions about this. Do you know if these Chinese, is there coordination between PDEA and your office concerning these drug pushers in this country? These drug, not pushers, these drug smugglers, na lahat ng mga anak natin pwedeng matamahan. Lahat ng mga anak na may hirap, lalo na.
Yes, Your Honor, there is verification of their status and their names.
Meron ba nagbabantay sa inyo kung itong mga tao ito pumapasok, labas-pasok dito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Computers? Remember, I'm doing your immigration law. That's why you told me all about your computers there.
Yes, sir. All the names, especially of those in the watch list, are pumped up in the computers once they come in or go out, Your Honor.
And are these people that PDEA gave you still here, or have they left the country?
For this particular case, Your Honor, they are still in the country.
They are still in the country.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I will now go back, and part of my recommendation will be castigating the PNP. Asierto is at large, Fajardo is at large, and flight is a sign of guilt. I've also requested the DOJ, that's why minamadali ko ito, para maibigay sa DOJ at may file na yung kaso para the right warrants of arrest would be issued. But I would imagine that the PNP, and you were with the PNP, so was General Aquino, and so was General Peña. I would imagine that you guys should be the ones na masigasig na hinahabol ang PNP authorities na makuha itong, at the very least, persons of interest. Would that be the right nomenclature? General Aquino?
Yes, sir.
Persons of interest.
Yes, sir.
And especially with Asierto, who's already been dismissed by the Ombudsman for the sale of firearms. And yet, we don't have any. Where is the passion? Where is the zeal? I was asked by BBC, and I had a hard time answering for our country. Kian was killed by the PNP. And he was convicted. The 3 policemen were convicted. And I was asked, is this an indication of the policy of the government? I said, they were convicted. It means that nobody is exempted. 40 years in life. But they said there are many people being killed. Did you say that there's a policy going on? I said, I'm a lawyer. You can see that if we have evidence, and that is why this Blue Ribbon Committee is conducting all this information very assiduously, as you can see, so that we can get people convicted. Now, I do not see that enthusiasm from any of you, sadly. Are you working with DOJ? Are you working with the NBI? Are you working with the PNP? Is Customs working with the PNP on this matter? You know, we have to show the people that we damn care. If we do not show we care, these people will do it again and again and again.
Sir, we are working with all law enforcement agencies, even our international counterparts, we are all working with them.
Not Asherto is at large. Fajardo is at large.
We're doing all our efforts to
These
locate them.
Chinese are still here. How difficult is it to hide in a foreign country? We got Parawinog in Taiwan. Isn't that correct? The brother of the mayor who was assassinated, who was killed. We got him. You're from Cagayan de Oro, aren't you, Raul? The government got him in Taiwan. I don't know why we cannot get our man here. Are we just going to look at each other, or am I going to get an answer, sir? We promise you we are going to do our job. We will move heaven and earth until we get these people. That's the answer I would like to hear and what the people would like to hear. Are we just going to look at each other?
We'll get these people, sir.
You better. You had better. You are the person principally in charge of drug interdiction, and you did nearly a damn good job, but you stopped. And we could have gotten those 4 Chinese or those 6 Chinese that were inside that warehouse if we had done our homework right away and grabbed them right away. You know, somebody was killed in Subic, and every night I call up Subic authorities to find out what the hell is going on out there. And I got results because I put pressure on our people there. I think you should do the same. It's a good policy. Hindi ako nagmamagali sa inyo, ha? I'm just sick and tired. I've got loads and loads of work in the Blue Ribbon Committee, and I'll be damned if I'm going to waste my time here. I'm not happy that people are in jail because of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Lahat ng inimbestiga namin may resulta. Hindi lahat maganda, pero enough to show that we have done our job here. Now, I want to see you guys do your job from the legislative point of view. That's why AMLA, you better make sure that you get over this. The Customs Commissioner is requested to look at all this. Now, going back, do we have it now? Take a look. This is the last question. Company EL, is that that's the one, right? That's the code. May team, may address, may owner, tinanggal lang namin. Sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. Start operation September 2, 2015. 576 working days. Number of containers, 2,181 containers. Mas maraming ginawa kaysa kay Matt Nieto laban sa UP Cagbe no isang gabi. Sorry, tiga UP rin ako. Kaya hirap na hirap ako mag-cheer. 2,181 or an average of 3.8 containers per day in the 576 days. Value of imports, 832,884,930 pesos. Tama ba yan? Halos 1 billion. Duties and taxes collected. Tama ba yan? Sa customs, 165. Sa BIR, tama ba yung tax? 75,000? Chip, hindi naman ako accountant, pero mukhang maliit tayong binayad sa BIR. Hindi, maliit. Katiting. Sobrang kulang. I can show you a lot of other companies. Can we not do this? Hinihingan natin ng taxes sa mga tao, lahat tayo magbabayad. Huliin lang natin yan, baka makabawi tayo. At meron kayong attrition law, pag nakahuli kayo, nakakuha kayo, dapat babayaran kayo na maganda. Meron akong tip sa iyo, boss, sa inyo ng customs. Pumunta nga kayo doon sa 168. Ha? Magandang pamasyal doon eh. Mag-shopping lang kayo doon. Ibubulong ko na lang sa inyo, baka mapahiya tayo eh. 168. Meron pa ata doon sa Green Hills. Tell me I'm wrong. Ito, dakma ng dakma. Magpapasok ng droga yung boyfriend mo, yung ex-husband mo. Hindi kayo natatakot ka kamo, wala ka naman rin-report ng otoridad. Mamimiga pa kami rito para sumigaw at para may testigo tayo ngayon. Kawawa naman si Alex, palaging bumabalik dito. Tinutukso ko pa. And the moral of the story, grass does not grow on a busy street. Tingnan niyo yung mga maikli ang buhok. Mukhang busy yung mga tao yan. Oh. Tama ba yun, Adrian? Busy ka ba? Ha? Next attraction ka natin, di ba? Oh. Eh, si Alex, matagal lang now showing. Oh. So, gentlemen and ladies, I will meet with AMLA and I will meet with now and I will clear the session hall. I hope that this is with the... Huh? Ano ba? Did I get everything already? Yan, Morente.
Yes, sir.
Yung dalawang commissioner mo nakakulong, di ba? Tama ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Paano nakulong yan?
Case was filed by the Ombudsman, Your Honor.
Dahil sa? Sino
Blue
nakakuha?
Ribbon, sir.
Blue Ribbon.
Yes, Your Honor.
May nakakuha ng ebidensya lahat. Yung CCTV. Ang tanong ko, si Casey Tan, meron ka ba record si Casey, Casey Chan? Hirap na mga pangalan eh.
I will check, Your Honor.
Do you have it there? We sent you a letter.
I'll check and submit the report, Your Honor.
Sorry?
I will check and submit the appropriate feedback, Your Honor. It was not here.
You have an office that is computerized. You can call that office now.
What we have here, sir, is Yiwa Albert Chan.
Yung ba pangalan niya? Sa restaurant pala.
Opo, sir. Chan Liwa po. Chan Liwa.
San Liwa.
Chan Liwa po.
Chan Liwa. You have it?
We have it, sir. The feedback is he was issued a blacklist order way back in 25 March 2000.
Dumating dito.
Yes, Your Honor. And he was subject to voluntary deportation.
He was deported.
I will check, sir. Maybe the voluntary deportation was the result of his blacklist in 2000. I will check if he's
Pero
in the
that
country.
was March when?
It was March year 2000, Your Honor.
Oh, paano nakabalik?
In voluntary deportation, Your Honor, there is a prescription period for the lifting, request for the lifting of blacklist, which is a remedy available for foreigners.
So you think na-lift yun?
I think it was lifted,
May
Your
I
Honor.
know who worked for the lifting of that?
We will check, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
I will hold this in abeyance. I will adjourn it, but subject to your report. And if you do not have it, your report on that score, I will put you in contempt. So help me God.
Yes, Your Honor. I will submit the report.
I need that report because this guy came back in June 2018 to his common law wife. Huh? former wife, I'm sorry, I'm corrected by another man with a brilliant mind. Grass does not grow on the busy street indeed. Oh, tumayo kagad yung isa doon, no? Nakaganon siya kagad. No? Alex, nakakahawa ba yan? Alright? I mean no disrespect, but you've got to know these people. Immigration, customs. You are asking me to amend your law. I will not have that kind of enthusiasm if I don't get results from you. And I'm trying to amend it before this round is over.
Yes, sir.
So please.
I'll submit the compliance, Your Honor.
Habol pa. December 26, 2016, no, December 20, 2016, and June 2018. And I'm sure you can find out other information.
Yes, sir.
I know you can.
Yes, sir.
I know you can. PIR, you can get some other information from us here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not happy that I have to do this, but my goodness. Umaangal lahat ng tao. Tinatanong ko, madaling araw kapon, nung isang matanda dito reporter, na tiga Business World. Business World ba yan? Yung maputing buhok? Business Mirror. Oh, alam niya eh. Oh. Madaling araw, ginising ako. Ano ba sabi? Tataas ba tayo? Pahig ka ba na huwag ibaba yung buwis para sa oil? Eh sabi ko, sa loob-loob ko, pag tinanggal mo yung buwis na yan, eh, meron tayong universal healthcare ngayon. Lahat ng Pilipino ngayon malilibre sa medicine. Meron tayong libreng eskwela. Lahat ng Pilipino pwede na magkuleo. Meron tayong PhilHealth. Papasok ko pa yung organ transplant na hindi ka na magpapadialysis. Papalitan na lang pag may matetepok. Papalit yung kanilang puso, lungs, kidney, mata para hindi na masyado masustento yung dialysis. Saan tayo kukuha ng pera kung hindi nyo kukulikin yung pera yan? So there's blood in your hands. There's blood in the hands of customs. There's blood in the hands of PIDEA. At pahirap sa tao kung di natin mahuhuli yung mga loko na yan. On that basis, I will adjourn this session and make my final report subject to the incoming report and subject to my, I might expand this later on. Anyway, I can call motu proprio a new investigation on AMLA, on BIR to find out what happened here, and on BI to find out that I'm happy there. I am not crazy about my job. I am not happy. I can work as hard as I can, pero lulusutan tayo na lulusutan, kaya gusto ko kahit paano may mahuli. Pag may nahuli, baka babawas ng konti. Do you all agree? Do you swear you all your right hands and tell me the truth? On that basis, I thank you all, and may God forgive us of all our sins. Pinapatawad ko na kayong lahat. I absolve you of all your sins after you do all these things. There was a Father Gordon and Ateneo at that time who taught me how to ego te absolvo, applicatis tuis, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancto. Amen. You are not forgiven. I am not a priest. I am not allowed to forgive your sins. But you might be forgiven if you come out with new documentation. So on that basis, thank you all for your kindness. Commissioner Guerrero, I'd be very happy to work with you. I know you're an honorable man. I know Sid Lupena, and I'm not burned by Sid so far. Hopefully, he'll never burn me. I had faith in General Aquino, and I backed him up, except that Commission, masyadong yung barahan niya nakatago sa kanya. Inansawan ko na siya. Ayoko nagdodoble trabaho. And so, lahat kayo, please help, including Banco de Oro. All right? Thank you all very much. God bless us all. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Ha? Ano yan? Ano? Sige.